What's up, y'all? It's Brittany from Love Life After. So lately, I've been doing home workouts, and let me tell y'all, my trainer is so bomb. If you need a home workout or if you need a accountability partner, he'll get you right. Get right with Coach Fabian Valentine. He does intense workouts, flexible scheduling, boxing, cardio, ab work, and strengthening and conditioning. Whatever you need, he got you. Hit him up on his Instagram at Making Athletes Fitness Inc. Follow him on his YouTube channel as well, and you'll also see me doing a bomb workout. Check him out, y'all.
Baby, you're my coat. She got me feeling like a dope fiend. I'm addicted to a black queen, baby, you're my coat. She got me feeling like a dope fiend. I'm addicted to a black queen.
Welcome back. Love Life After. We back, season 4. What's up, y'all? Season 4.
I was about to say season 3. I forgot for a second.
We season 4.
Season 4.
Yeah, we've been going for a minute now. We back.
Hey.
But yeah, y'all. Thanks for tuning in and listening. We are back. We about to get back on track. You know, it's been a minute. You know, with everything going on. So we are coming back, and yeah. So let's get into it. So what we got?
So what do I have? I have a lot. Is of course, you know, because it's been a while since we have record. We haven't. I mean, we've seen each other, but we just haven't really record. It's been a lot that's been going on with, I'm sure, with you and with me too. School just started. That's been stressful.
Absolutely.
What else? The whole thing that's going on in the world right now. It's just so much going on.
It really is.
So, I mean, but hopefully it will, you know, get better, because we are always, you know, trying to stay positive regardless of what's going on.
Right. Love Life After.
Yep, that's all you can do.
So you can do. Stay positive.
Right. So yeah, but before we start, I do have some icebreaker questions I wanted to ask you. Let me know what you think. Let me see. So my first question is, what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
I mean, I've been on this earth for 30 years, so I've been given a lot of good advice. But I would say one of the best pieces of advice I've been given lately is to basically put myself first, protect my energy and protect my peace, and you know, and not to beat myself up, like, because you know, women, we like real goal oriented and really driven, trying to get everything accomplished. You know, it's all right, sis. Give yourself some grace. It's okay.
Right. That's a good one.
So
yeah, I would say mine would be like the energy, like, you know, to protect my energy. And I think remember Kisa? She was actually the first person to say that to me. And I've never heard anybody, like, nobody has ever told me that except for her. And then when she said it and then she told me why, it just kind of resonated. So I would say that was the best one.
okay.
Yeah. But okay, so when you die, I know this is a weird question.
That's a really
right. When you die,
question, but okay.
What do you want people to remember you for?
My laugh, which people already remember me for my laugh, like from childhood and stuff. Like, Brittany, I remember that laugh. You used to always laugh like that in class.
Really?
But yeah, like, and just my spirit, like, you know, because I'm a fun, bubbly person and stuff like that. So that would be mine.
That's a good. I haven't even thought about that. I probably will, because I wouldn't want people to think of me and say, oh, she wasn't a good person. You know what I mean? Like, people want to remember me as a great person, somebody who you could talk to. You know, someone who makes changes, or someone who changed something. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so the next question, I will do 2 more and then we'll move on to the next one. What is your favorite item you've brought this year?
I bought a lot of stuff. since I bought a lot of stuff this year. For one, my house. That's one.
I was hoping you would say that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I had to buy the contents in the house, furniture and all that type of stuff. But I was thinking on a smaller scale though. Dang, what is something that I bought a lot of stuff, especially when we was in quarantine. I did a lot of online shopping. Ridiculous. And you know, I'm frugal. I don't be spending money like that, but I was definitely taking advantage of that. I'm trying to think.
Me too.
I'm really trying to think.
What is the best thing I bought this year? I mean, there's something that I've been like keep saying that I love. I love my bed. I bought a new bed this year. So, but maybe because it's just so comfortable. Like with everything going on, the first thing I'll go is go home, shower, and get in my bed because it just feels so comfortable. Ever. Right. But yeah, I don't know. I can't really
neither.
think of...
Like, I mean, you know, I did purchase some AirPods. Even though I lost one, I was so mad, y'all. I had them AirPods for like not even a few days and lost one at the beach. I was so pissed. So I'm debating if I wanted to buy another one because it's really expensive to buy one. But I just been rocking with one because you know at work you only supposed to have one in your ear anyway. But that's the most recent purchase I bought, and I really love my AirPods. Like everybody's like, you know, they really expensive, and you can get Apple Care on it and all of that type stuff. But though my AirPods are amazing, so that's one thing for me, like on a smaller scale besides my house.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's a good one. And last question, what is your absolute dream job?
My absolute dream job would definitely be a model. Okay. Walking the runway.
I know
okay. That's right. Fashion week. But the crazy thing is, like, I know it looks all good and glamorous, but I heard it's hard work.
It's so much work. Like,
hard work.
Right. You know what I think about? Like, I think about all these. I remember talking to Marissa and even Dion. I talked to them about this, and Dion was saying how with the whole social media. Remember how I used to say I don't know how people have time for social media and posting and all that stuff. And I was Marissa. She was like saying how she actually had to plan certain things. In order for you to, I mean, it's like a lot to do. You have to create the content. You have to make sure you look a certain way. You have to make sure you're cute.
Yeah,
like to doing, you know, when you're doing video stuff, you got to make sure your hair looks a certain way. So just imagine how these celebrities feel like. To have to like
be on point every single time.
I can't do that. That's something I don't
that's
really much care for. Like even with doing that YouTube channel, I really don't care what I look like.
I mean, but then I feel like it's good. I feel like it's good to like just be yourself. Like you don't have to show up.
You don't have to try to be glamorous
every single like because that's not like you're not gonna do that every single day. Like you want your viewers and your audience to be like authentically like engage with who you are, like, you know what I'm saying? So
right. Yeah, I don't know about all that stuff. So you can have the model things and I just sit in the background and take pictures.
I mean that's my dream job. I always wanted to be a model when I was a little girl, but you know, I'm a scientist.
Back in high school,
and I used to take pictures and stuff. But I'm a scientist though, so what would be yours?
Like I say, my dream job will probably be sitting on a sand beach somewhere and just watching people. I'm just playing. I don't know.
So your dream job would be a people watcher?
Well,
people watching is actually really fun. Right. Me and my husband, when we go out of town, that's what we do.
Right, just watch people and like
think about what they talking about. I'm like, that person right there, they probably was together. They probably had a divorce. They probably breaking up. Like we be just like making up storylines for people. That's not be funny as hell, to be honest. But
yeah, I don't know. I have to like go back on that one because there was nothing that I really because I wanted the whole teaching thing. It wasn't for me. So, cause remember that's what I was,
childhood education.
Right. And then I was like, so I honestly love doing hair, but maybe like educating people.
Yeah. Maybe you could be a teacher in a different way, like educating people on how to do hair.
Right. Or something like that. So I don't know if that would be like my dream job, but it's something that I do like to do.
Yeah.
Like,
so you have a passion for it.
Yeah. Cause I don't feel like I'm working, when I'm doing hair.
That's good.
Just feel like having fun and doing something I'm enjoying.
Enjoying to do. That's what's up. That's how it should be.
So yeah, if y'all have any questions about any of these questions, please let us know. And also like let us know what y'all think about these questions and send us what you think. We want to know what y'all think about certain
yeah,
or what your answers are.
Yeah, and y'all can we ain't no life coaches or nothing, but we can give advice. If y'all want to send us an email at lovelifeafter18@gmail.com, send us some advice. We'll start doing viewer letters, and we'll read your letters on a podcast, and we'll shoot y'all some advice. Like, women support women. We support our men too. But I know the men. I know men. I know y'all ain't probably gonna use the email just to get no advice, because y'all probably like,
I ain't doing that.
But we open to it. Right. All right, so let's just catch up. So we stopped recording back when? I think
March.
Yeah. So we had our last interview with Drew Hennigan. That was in February.
Right.
And that's when the start of the COVID. That's when everything started becoming, and we was asking like, oh, how worried are you from a scale of 1 to 10? Then stuff just got real. Stuff got real.
Mine was like 3. I was worried.
Yeah. Stuff got real quick, and it was just like I feel like it put a lot of things in perspective. And like during that time, I had to take a mental health leave, like from work, because it was just too much going on. Like it was too much going on at work. My kids were at home by themselves. They never really been at home for a whole 8 to 10 hour work shift by themselves. So I had to basically take a leave of absence. I took a mental health leave. And to be honest, guys, like that was the best thing I could have ever done for myself. Like I've never had a extended time off from work since I was like 18, since I had the boy. So I always worked. I always was a full-time student, always worked part-time. I was just always working. So for me to have that time off, it really put a lot of things in perspective for me. I was able to get back to myself. I was dancing, laughing.
I know, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Doing things that I love. And I also started a YouTube channel as well. So, it was really good. But this COVID stuff, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, some days I'm just like, okay, I don't want to complain, because I know a lot of people got laid off and a lot of people don't have jobs. And it's just like, I'm an essential worker. So it's like, I have to go to work. I have to come in and do this whole COVID routine. I have to wear masks every hour of the day.
Right.
My face drying out. My face breaking out from wearing this mask. Like, it's difficult, y'all. It is. And I hate to complain, but I know a lot of...
It's not really complaining, because you're just saying how you feel.
Yeah, and I know a lot of essential workers probably feel the same way. It's our new norm, and I'm trying to get used to it, trying to get my kids acclimated. It's very overwhelming. Right. It really is. So, we just been catching up. We've been meeting up and stuff, but we haven't been recording. We just been trying to get things together for the podcast, because we want to definitely give y'all content. But overall though, I'm not gonna lie, even though 2020 with this pandemic and the racial injustices, I have not lacked anything.
That's good.
I'm grateful for that. I'm very grateful that I have not lacked anything, and I'm not without anything. I'm healthy. My children are healthy.
Right.
And I think that's the most important thing.
It is.
So,
that's the most important, because other people don't have that luxury. Other people don't have, what we have.
Right.
Per se. But yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's like an emotional roller coaster. That's what I want to say. It's emotional and mental roller coaster, and I'm just trying to stay focused and focus on the positive. Like, you got to take some rain with your sunshine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything ain't gonna be perfect, but gotta make the best of it. Right. So how about you? What you been up to?
Pretty much the same old with, been home, tried the whole YouTube thing. I mean, I still do it every now and then. It's just hard. I hate editing. I hate having to put things on. I hate having to get dressed just to do the just video, to record. Yeah. I like I'm honestly like, the whole time I've been, I was home, I don't want to say I didn't miss work. I did. Like, in the beginning, it was like, I was making wigs, making hair, like doing different things, coloring wigs. And then towards like the middle, I just like, you know what? Let me enjoy myself. Let me enjoy my time with these kids. We're home,
Right.
you know, because we moved in April.
Yeah.
So it was just like once we moved, like unpacking, making sure you know everything is done right. Remember, I did your hair around that
Yep.
time. We were still like waiting on furnitures and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So after all that mess happened, I honestly love being at home. Like
girl.
I enjoyed it. I was getting up when I want to get up. I was, you know, Anaya cooked, so I didn't have to get up and make breakfast. She was doing all that for me. The kids enjoyed having me home, going on walk with the kids. So yeah, it was, you know, it was kind of bittersweet to like transition back into work. It was just like, oh my God, like I'm going back. And I honestly did not think I was going to be busy when we go back, but it was just like 3 weeks
Nonstop.
straight. I didn't have no days off.
That's crazy.
Like 3 weeks, none at all. So, but now it's just like, hey, you know what? It is, like I always say, it is what it is. So I'm just like in a point where I'm enjoying life. Like even now going back, I'm not stressing about, you know, if somebody cancel or not. I'm just like, oh, you know, it's all good. I can enjoy my time with the kids, especially now that school just started.
Right.
It's just, I mean,
That
I
virtual
have
learning.
that virtual learning. I feel so bad for certain parents, like the parents that cannot be in the house with their kids, or the parents are having to like work from home just to be around there. Like, you know, I'm sure it is the same with your boys, but with Anaya and Isaiah is they're pretty much, you know, they could do for themselves.
So, right.
Like I think Isaiah he loved the whole online thing.
Like it. That's
You know,
good.
he'd be getting up on time, making breakfast, eat, like get up, get dressed, like sitting in front of the computer. Like he's on point. And then Anaya, she just like, she's still in her pajamas. And I'm like, no, I need you to get up.
Yeah.
I need you to like, you know, make sure you're actually getting up like you're going to school.
Right.
I don't want her to get in the habit of just like getting up,
lounging in the bed and with your pajamas on.
Oh no, she knows she's not supposed to be in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she do have to get up and you know sit at a desk, and she's over it. She wants to be with her friends. So
yeah, I understand. It's an unfortunate situation. Even like my boys, like the teacher, like they asked me if I could turn. I don't want to turn on the camera. Like I'm in my pajamas. Like, and I was like, I understand, son, but like you gotta understand this school. I was like, so when y'all get up in the morning, wash your face, brush your teeth, brush your hair, throw an outfit on, and sit up and turn your camera on. Like this is school, you know. But the boys did tell me that some kids be playing Fortnite in the back. They be listening to music. They have breakout sessions. They don't go to the sessions that they're assigned to. Like so, but it's only the second week. So hopefully next week and the week after that, it gets better. But it is difficult, and I do feel bad for the parents that like especially have like first and second graders, like anywhere from like kindergarten to like third grade, because it's like they need that guidance.
Like especially with a first, you know, I have a first grader, Victoria, and Keith and I are just like trying to find a middle ground with her because you know our whole schedule had changed. Like you know, I work in the morning or he stay, and then if he's not working in the morning, I make sure I'm in the house or go to work, come back, stay home. So it's a lot.
No, I feel, and that's why I said I'm grateful because my boys, they at that age, they preteens, they can hold each other accountable and like, they can help each other, and I could leave them in the house. I just call and check on them, make sure they up and all of that type of stuff. But I was able to work out a flexible work arrangement with my job where I can work from home one day a week, and I'll just go in later during the rest of the week, so that way I can make sure they up, they eating, and they on.
Right. That's why I feel bad for the ones that can't do that.
Exactly. I feel bad too, especially like for parents that have like special needs children.
Right.
Like that's crazy to me. Like it's crazy, and I don't even know like what type of resources or anything that they can even take advantage of at this point. Like, 'cause I feel like everybody is in the same boat, so it's kind of like, what are you gonna do? The only thing that I can even think of is for the parent to hire someone to come and teach their child while they're at work. That's the only thing I could think of at this point. But virtual learning has been crazy. The COVID pandemic has been crazy. Like my kids, Drive Shack is open, so I took them there. So they basically doing the social distancing. Like every other bay is open. You gotta wear your mask. It's crazy,
sad.
but at least at least it's some type of normalcy because they
Right.
are being able to go out and do some things.
Right.
But it's been crazy.
Did y'all have to wait because remember we went the day
Nah,
before
we didn't
y'all
wait.
did. Y'all
We didn't wait. Nah, we went early as soon as it opened. And it was, first of all, it was cheaper. But the line at the door was like literally
Out the door. Yeah.
It was out the door. Like it was no. By the time we got to the desk, it was no first and the third and second bays was they was unavailable.
Right.
So we had the first bay.
We did too. I didn't really like the
Me
first
neither.
because I feel
Me
like when
neither.
you throw it, it don't go far enough.
Right.
Like, especially with the kids, you know, they just like they just kind of like just you know.
Yeah, but
they
so
just
we
go
did
right
that,
there.
but
it was fun. You
it
know,
was.
there's nothing to do.
Right.
So
And
to be able to do
bad.
that, I be feeling
so bad too, but you know, we try to play Uno. We was playing Uno for quarters the other night.
A lot
Jenga,
we do.
Jenga, and what else we played? We'll watch Moesha. You know, Moesha's back on Netflix.
Me and Victoria love Moesha.
The boys watch all the seasons without me. They be like, yeah, mom, when we be on break at school, we just watch Moesha. So much stuff has happened. You know Moesha, like I'm like, wow, I introduced y'all to this show and y'all watching it without me.
Anaya and Isaiah don't like it, but Victoria, she just last night we was watching it and she was like, hey, can we finish? Because I said it was time for you to go to bed. She said, can we finish this episode first? Or can I watch it tomorrow during my break? I was like, no, I'll watch it with you. But I'm surprised I'm glad they like it.
Yeah,
but I don't
like
know why Anaya and Isaiah, they just feel like, oh, I don't want to watch that. But I feel like it was because it was with me. Everything I want to watch, they feel like it's for old people. They think I'm so old. The other day, Victoria was like, they was asking her, they say, how old do you think mommy? She's like, 60. I'm like, 60? I ain't 60. Do I act 60?
No.
But yeah, that was funny.
The kids is crazy. But yeah, they love it though.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was a handful. But besides that, everything is good now. You know, I mean, we still have to wear masks everywhere we go, which is fine.
And then we on curfew.
Right, y'all in Raleigh, y'all are on curfew.
That is, to me, I mean, I get it. But I'm just like, yo, it's not even like surprising or shocking to me because of everything that's going on, the uproar. And it's just like, yo, when is stuff going to change? Like, it's just exhausting. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's exhausting to see the same things over and over and over and over again. And nothing is coming from it. Like, you know, so.
Nope.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's why like this season, like I do want us to like focus more on, you know, the injustice thing that's going on.
Absolutely.
Change is a big thing because I feel like there's something got to change.
Right.
Like something has to change in order for us to like, you know, have some type of peace or to move on from all this stuff. This is like so crazy. This is ridiculous.
And another thing too, like I know everybody share these videos with the you know, with the shootings and killings of our black men, but I really feel like it really desensitizes. It really desensitizes us. Like we gotta stop doing that. Like it's other ways to support besides sharing a video of this man getting shot in front of his kids. It's other ways to support like that. Like we gotta stop doing that because it's really like desensitizing people, and we gotta figure out a different way.
I don't want to say date like I feel like there's a law that protect cops, like. No matter, like, regardless of what they do.
Exactly.
The law is to protect them. It's not to protect the black community, like, at all. So I feel like because of that, they make it seem like it's okay to do what they are doing. Like, with the, you know, some of the cops. I don't want to say all cops. But I feel like whatever they're doing, they know, okay, at the end of the day, they're not gonna do anything about it. So why not? You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna do this and nothing's gonna change.
I'm gonna shoot this black man and I'm gonna go on unpaid. I'm gonna go on paid leave, and nothing's gonna happen to me. And then like people, like it's a lot of controversy going around about why defund the police. We're gonna defund the police because the police are killing our community. They killing us. They killing our black men. They killing our community. So if we defund the police and use that money that we paying these police officers, maybe we could build more community centers in our community, so that way these children and these men can go to community centers and spend time with their kids. Maybe we could use some of that money to put these officers in training or give them mental health evaluations.
Exactly.
Like that's what, in my opinion, that's what I feel like.
Yeah,
Defunding the police, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, defunding the police, like, they need to get mentally evaluated before you give them a gun and a badge.
Right.
If they're not mentally stable, they don't need to be a police officer. It should be no reason why it's so easy to become a police officer. Like, I don't get it.
Right.
I honestly don't get it. I feel like something else needs to get done, and it's just a lot of controversy. And I definitely want to have a whole episode just about racial injustice, because it needs to be heard. Like Breonna Taylor, her name needs to be spoken of.
Right.
George Floyd needs to be spoken about. Jacob Blake needs to be spoken about. Philando Castile, Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown. Like,
it just
on and on and on
and on.
Like, it's crazy, and it's like, it's exhausting. Black people are exhausted. You feel what I'm saying? We exhausted.
Like, we are tired of being tired.
Like, for real. Like, something got to give. So whatever it is that we need to do, like, whatever we need to do on our platform to reach people, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put that information out so that way everybody could be on board and, you know, help their communities, help give back to these families. Like, you know what I'm saying? It should be no reason why Breonna Taylor's, them officers that shot her in her sleep are not arrested. I'm sorry. Like, why? Why nobody, like, why are they not arrested? Why, what is it, Louisville, Kentucky? Like, why is nothing being done? But people are still protesting. I do want to speak on that, because I see, like, people talking about how, like, when black women get killed, it's not a such uproar when black men get killed. I don't think that's the case. It may not be being broadcasted because Breonna Taylor's, you know, her death wasn't like video recorded. But trust me, Tamika D. Mallory, I follow her on Instagram, and she's an advocate for Breonna Taylor. Okay. Cardi B is an advocate for Breonna Taylor. Mulatto, she just dropped a video with Gucci Mane. At the end of her video, it says "Justice for Breonna Taylor." St. John and featuring Future. At the end of his video, it said "Justice for Breonna Taylor." Like, so people are advocating for Breonna Taylor. I don't want y'all to think that people are being quiet about it and it's not being spoke about, because stuff is still going on and we still fighting for her. Period. I just want y'all to know that, but. You know, we got a lot to talk about on this season. This is so much. We got so much content for y'all.
Yes, we do. And then, you know, we hope we can get all of them on, like, in this season.
Yeah,
like,
we will.
Not, of course, we'll continue. But, you know, there's so much we want to talk about, like change. We want to talk about, you know, our black community, the black history, like, oh, you know, respecting people's time, collaboration.
Women
empowerment still,
women supporting women, you know, black men supporting women,
or society, like the whole thing, the diversity, the power of inclusion, like including people like with, you know, different things like activism, like colored. That's the one that, like, you know, keep coming up on my social media, like color. Oh, do you know what What was the other day? Was the other day or today? The Washington March for the 50, I don't want to get it wrong. Oh God. Of Martin Luther King March in Washington, D.C.
The Million Man March?
Isn't it the Million Man March?
Don't give me the
Okay, so yeah, it is the March on Washington, right?
March on Washington.
Oh yeah, it is.
They have a virtual. They doing it right now.
They're doing it right now. Yep.
That's perfect.
And
that's
they
crazy.
have a lot of people. There's thousands of people. Like Kristen, I was telling you, she went. She's there with her family.
That's
right now. So, you know, like just things like that I feel like we need to be, you know, as a community, we need to be more involved. And I'm glad, you know, there are people there that could be there and support. So yeah, we definitely need to like do better, to come together as a community,
right?
You know, to focus on our mission. Like, what is our mission? What is our goal? Why are we doing what we're doing? So we could like make sure that something changed. So we can make sure that there's justice for all these deaths, like on the Black community. Because if we're not talking about it, if we're not saying anything, then nothing's gonna be done. And that's our goal. And that's why we're like pushing for this, for you guys to like, help with whatever it is that you need to do. Just please help. Talk about it. Talk about it with your white friends. Like, let them know how you feel. Yeah, actually, I had one of my a friend of a friend who I think got into it with her white friend, because of using the N-word. And she didn't understand why, before it was okay to use it in songs and stuff, and why it's not okay now, or just saying certain thing, or saying why, like the whole Black things, killing lives is happening, but like they're really not understanding. But the whole thing is, I still feel like we have to talk about it with them, because we can't sugarcoat it. If we talk about it, then they will understand, like if they really care or love. I know people who lost their friends right now because of the whole thing. Because they feel like their friends don't understand. Some of these young, some of my young clients, like they're losing their friends because they feel like their friend don't understand why this is going on.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't speak up, then you're a part of it.
Exactly. So yeah, please speak up. Please speak up. That's very, very important. Because we have to do something to change this. And then so that's what we're gonna focus on. We're gonna focus on change. We're gonna focus on being using that inclusion part in our life, like including people, including your community, including your church member, your friends, your coworkers, like anybody in whatever that it is that you're doing, so we can change something.
Right. Nah, but for real, like, so we're gonna definitely touch on all of that this season of the podcast, and please let us know if y'all want to be on. Y'all got any advice, any topics y'all want us to touch on? Send us an email, DM us. We on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at love.lifeafter. We are open to discuss whatever it is. Like, so just communicate with us, and y'all ask and we will receive.
Yes.
And we will deliver to y'all, and we just trying to basically get the word out, because something got to change. Something got to change, like, and we also be talking about some other fun things too, like how to take trips and fun things as well. But we got to get to the business. We got to get to the business first, because
right.
This is what it is. Like, because in workplaces and stuff, they're not talking about racial injustice. They're not talking about it at all. So we got to talk about it somewhere, so that we can bring awareness. Right. So that's our main goal. Like, we gonna talk about a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna talk about just having different perspectives on things, how to basically express yourself, how to have the boundaries, like with friends, family. Like, we'll talk about boundaries, we'll talk about self-love, but I feel like that's a continued thing, especially now in this day and time. Always, but especially in this day and time, like, because there's too much going on. We got to make sure that we protecting our mental, we protecting our energy and our peace, because anything could get disrupted. Like, any little thing could disrupt your sanity, and we can't afford that right now. We got to stay focused on the task, because if you think about it, like, even like with elections coming up, I hope everybody is registered to vote. I understand it's like less of the two evils. People don't want to vote for Trump. People don't want to vote for Biden. Right. But let me tell y'all something.
Do your research and vote.
Just go vote. Vote.
Right.
Vote. I'm not trying to tell y'all who to vote for. I'm not telling you what political party to be a part of. But listen, like, let your voice be heard, please.
And then another thing, like, I understand some people don't like going out to vote in the primaries, or like in your town. When those actually count. Like,
yes, the preliminary votes count. Y'all cannot just go to the vote for the president. Like it has to start from the beginning. Like you have to go vote for these sheriffs, for these councils, like for the mayors and stuff like that.
That's another thing, because what you just mentioned it was sheriff and mayor, like, or if we're not like changing, if we're not getting out to vote for those things, then what's going on in our community is going to keep going, because we're allowing it to happen, not to happen, but we're not, what is it, voicing our voice,
voicing our opinions, and you exercising your right.
Right. That's the word I'm looking for, to exercise your right, so you can have a say-so as to who goes in office, who's your sheriff, who's your mayor. Those are important. Those are some things that you have to get out and vote for. Don't just wait till like November, and say, hey, I'm going to, for the president. Don't just do that. Do it from the beginning.
Yes, we have to. Like, and if y'all not really educated on it, let me tell you something. I'm not a politician. I don't really even like politics, to be honest. But I do exercise my right to vote, and I'll Google it and look it up. Like, look it up. Look up their views and what they trying to do for the community and stuff like that. It takes 5 minutes. Everybody is on their phone, on Facebook, Instagram. Y'all can take 5 minutes out y'all day to look up these candidates and look up, like, what are they trying to offer to the community so y'all can vote. Please vote.
Right.
Please.
And speaking of that, I heard, like, Candy from Candy Boris. She said that she posted a video a couple weeks ago and saying that they're not going to have, how before on a ballot they have Democrat all the way down, Republican.
Yeah.
So they're not going to do that anymore.
Yeah, so you got to know your candidate.
Know your candidate. Do your research. If you need to have like a little cheat notes on your, in your hands and take it with you, just do that. Yeah. So you know who your candidates are.
Yeah, for real. And speak with your family about this. I feel like stuff like this is so taboo, but like people think it's so taboo to talk about like politics and like what's going on in the world. Like y'all gotta have these open discussions. Me and my cousins, we got a group chat. Like we be like, yo, how y'all doing? Y'all all right with this? Everything going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we just gotta stick together.
Right.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? So like, it's like, yo, y'all we really have to stick together at this time. We need each other the most right now. And share information. Share information. Like, help a sister out. Like, my kids, like, let me tell you something. They done been eating me out of house and home. Like, okay. Like, I'm like, yo. Them being home all day, y'all. They ate like 3 boxes of cereal in a week. Almost 2 dozen of eggs. 2 loaves of bread. I'm like, yo.
Right.
So, listen. We need all the resources that we could get. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself some grace. Don't beat yourself up. Let me tell you something. Mothers that's got to work and do homeschooling with your kids. If it don't get done today, it will get done tomorrow. The marathon continues, sis. Like, do not stress yourself out. Let the floors be dirty for a night. Okay? Let the dishes sit in the sink for a night. It'll be okay. Like, if you're tired and exhausted, take a nap, take a break, do that junk tomorrow. It will get done tomorrow. Right. You can't do it all. I'm not doing it all. Right. I'm not no more.
Right. That's what I said.
Some days
it will get done.
Some days I do have my days I'm like, all right, I'm a superwoman today. I'm gonna go ahead and do X, Y, Z. I'm gonna go ahead and clean the bathroom, change my shit. I'm gonna do everything today. Right. Some days I'm just like, you know what, I just want to shower and lay down and watch my Misha.
Right.
So
yeah. But and it gotta be like this.
It got to, because you need balance.
Right. Especially now with all these homeschooling thing going on. Take a break. I was just talking to my friend Charlene last night, literally. And she'll in October, she said October 30th, she'll finally have a day off to herself where she put on a calendar she's taking a break. That's her day where she's taking a break. And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna do, she said, what are we gonna do? I said, okay, I'm gonna have late girls' night in my backyard. So we could just have a mental break for mom, for us. So I think I'm gonna definitely do that so she could come.
That'd be cool.
She live out, way out there. So she'll drive down and then we'll have mom night or something. You know what I mean?
Man, look, you need it, man. You do a lot.
Right.
But yeah, guys, we wanted to wrap up.
Right.
We are very excited for this season. We have a lot of content to to share with you guys. We should be having guests on. I don't know how often we would because of the COVID, but we're gonna try our best to give y'all the best content. And if we have to do Zoom,
Right.
we could do that. We could do that. But yeah. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to hit us up on our social media and our email. Our email is lovelifeafter18@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at love.lifeafter. And yeah, shoot us a DM, send us an email. You got any questions, concerns, comments, if you want any advice, hit us up.
Right. Just say, hey.
Right. What should I do? How should I balance doing homeschooling and virtual learning at the same working from home and virtual learning at the same time?
Right.
Listen, I'll give you some advice, sis.
Right.
Just hit us up.
Oh yeah, and then just tell them about your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
her YouTube channel is awesome. Like if you need anything, go ahead. I'll let you tell it.
Yeah, so my YouTube channel is really supposed to be composed mostly of like eating because I like to cook and I do chow chats, but I have some other integrated videos on there like me and my husband and me and my children. It was something that I wanted to do during my mental health leave from work. I started it. My boys, they edit all my videos. So shout out to Twin Thrones because they be editing all my videos. And my husband, he's very supportive. He be in my videos too, even though he don't like being in front of the camera. He's like, yo, this is your YouTube channel, not mine. But I'm like, it's okay. Just come on the channel.
Right.
But my channel is Beloved TV. It's B3LOVD TV. It's on YouTube. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to all my videos. Check me out.
And follow her on Instagram.
And follow me on Instagram at Beloved B3LOVD. Yes, and I drop videos every week. So be on the lookout for that. And also subscribe to our Love Life After podcast YouTube channel too, okay? And follow us on all streaming platforms. We on TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher, Buzzsprout.
Everywhere.
Spotify. Right? Did I say Spotify already? Yeah, we everywhere, y'all. So please tune in,
just
check us
Google
out.
Google
it and it'll pop up. Like, please, like, we are ready for the season. We ready to give y'all some content. And I'm so happy that we were able to come together and get this thing back on the ball because, COVID has been stopping a lot. But we are ready to go full throttle and we are so excited. Did you have anything else?
No, just remember to love life after all.
Love life after all, y'all. Love life after, and we out.
I know I'm addicted. No, I'm addicted.